Welcome to Garden-Wise Adventures. My name is Malie and I live in Utah Zone 6/7. It's mid-August and it's time for another plant of the week. And this week's plant of the week is going to be Hummingbird Trumpet or Zauschnaria. Now this is a new one of my favorite kind of ground cover perennials. It's a very hardy, very drought tolerant flower, and let me show you what it's looking like right now. So this orange flower right here, the low growing orange flower, is my Zauschneria. Oh, and did you see that little hummingbird? Look at him. He is so cute. This is why it's called Hummingbird Trumpet. I think he's gone. But let me show you a little video I did just a few minutes ago where he was over here drinking out of the flowers. And this is why we call it Hummingbird Trumpet. It is very attractive to the hummingbirds. The one thing you have to be careful of is cats. I did have a neighborhood cat who learned to hide in the Hummingbird Trumpet and get the hummingbirds because it is so low growing. So if you can have a more protected area, it's a little bit safer for the hummingbirds. But it's a gorgeous flower. There's many different colors. There's red and orange, and I think there's even kind of a peach variety, a peach color variety. But they're absolutely gorgeous. They're a hardy perennial down to zone 3. Now you do need to make sure you get the right variety. I think there are varieties of Zauschneria that are a little less hardy than these. These are hardy from zones 3 through 9. And I think this one is Zauschneria garrientii. There was another variety that, as I was looking up Zauschneria's hardiness zone, that said it was only hardy from zones 7 through 9, which that's not this variety. Another thing about these is they are very drought tolerant and they need good drainage. So this one is on a slight slope near the bottom of the hill, and it gets excellent drainage here, and it is absolutely thriving. Now I know some of you are probably going to ask, but that pink flower that the hummingbird was at is a hardy gladiolus. Those are a flower that I've struggled with, so I won't do as much of a plant of the week on those, but they are quite gorgeous plants. Anyway, back to the Zauschneria. They don't like a lot of fertilizer, they don't like a lot of water, and they do need to be in full sun. Now the only drawback I found with Zauschneria is that it can do a little bit too well. Sometimes it will take over, and I've had to cut it back and dig it out to keep it in the area that I have it there. But it makes an excellent ground cover because it's a little bit taller, it smothers the weeds below. I have not had problems with the weeds in it. The other thing it can tolerate is our hot summers. We've had some really hot summers. Last year was in the hundreds and it didn't even flinch. And our winters can get pretty cold, and it hasn't had a problem with our cold winters. Now I've only grown it for about 3 years, and I would love to hear how it does in your area. Do you notice any downsides? What are your favorite things about it? And how have you kept the cats from catching the hummingbirds that are sipping at the nectar of your hummingbird trumpet? So hopefully this video has been helpful for you. If it has been helpful, I hope you like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and go have a wonderful garden adventure.